sunshine in the day. I'm trying to make this darkness go away.
There's a breakfast of kings. Look at that. John's got his eggs. Got his tea.
One down.
Got his bit of milk.
One egg down though. Failed.
Look at that. Picking up. Not roughing it at all. He's got his eye on you.
You want some googie egg? You can't eat the googie eggs, that's cannibalism. You want to eat your cousin. Chicken.
They like you now, Johnny.
Struck the big one, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going to happen here?
You try it first, Mum. He says, I don't like the look of that one.
Sand sucks, doesn't it?
Check out John, the magpie whisperer, in action.
How'd you like it, dude? How'd you like that?
Clever magpie. Jumping up and getting insects off the front of the car.
And take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold.
Woomera was established in 1947 as a site for the launching of British experimental rockets. NASA was also involved in this area with a deep space tracking station. The area has a rich history which is too diverse for me to cover here, but I'll give you a quick overview of some of the things I found interesting. At its height of operation, the Woomera area was home to around 7,000 people. Nowadays, there are about 150 permanent residents. Access to the Woomera township was restricted to the public until 1982. The Woomera protected area as it stands today encompasses 127,000 square kilometres and is part of the original testing range, which once covered 270,000 square kilometres and extended all the way to Western Australia. If you're ever in the Woomera area, definitely visit the Woomera Rocket Range Museum. I was amazed at what went on in Central Australia for over 30 years. There wouldn't be many places in the world you could carry out these tests safely. It's a good thing Australia is so bloody big. This is how you communicate riding motorbikes when the Bluetooth intercom's not working. Yep, I understand you, John. Yep, up here on the right. Yep, no worries. I'll lead, all good. We stopped in at Pimbo Roadhouse and I was taken by their collection of registration plates. Wonder how they got all of these from all over the world.
For sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they said,
Our philosophy for this trip was simple. If we see something interesting, we should stop and have a look at it. This small salt lake was a great example. Easily missed, but well worth a look.
come sit here with me by the fire.
Have a look at these fresh kangaroo tracks. What I was surprised about was the distance between each hop. Would have been between 3 to 4 metres. Wish I had my camera to catch them jumping across this salt lake.
Let my fingers walk over your head. We got nothing to be scared of. I'd rather be with you than by myself. Now always in your hand.
What just happened then? You did a running commentary on the tyre wear and forgot to turn your camera on, didn't you, John?
Done 6.5 hours on this one, same as the back one. Just noticed that it's starting to wear. Every second knobby is wearing on an angle. So obviously the ones with the bigger grooves in the front are wearing all right, but the ones that are separated with the gap are wearing on a little bit of an angle. So that's 6.5 hours.
6,500 Ks.
So, yeah. Cool beans.
I had the same Midas C10 tyre on mine, and I had a similar wear pattern, not quite as bad as John's.
Look at John and his milkshake.
It's a bit fancy, but anyway, I'll have it.
Look at that. Sweet.
Fresh.
Sweet.
Good.
Look at that. And then Johnny.
Meat lovers.
Meat lovers. Got a burger.
Oh, good.
I can't even pronounce it.
With that.
It's gluten free.
Thank you.
Check out that for breakfast. That's egg.
Bit of red dust on there. See the train going up. I think she's near knackered, to be honest.
Once it starts to get those little kinks in it.
I'd researched a car museum in Birdwood called the National Motor Museum. In its marketing, it said it had Australia's biggest motoring collection. It's a pretty big boast. We definitely needed to have a look. This is what greeted us as we rolled into Birdwood. It was like stepping back into the 1930s. Also, on this very day, it just so happened that they had a motorbike show and shine. Bingo! The security system is primitive, but this bike ain't going anywhere. There was a photo collection of some unique photos from the past. On this day, this car would be thankful it had one more horsepower. Initially when I saw this photo, I thought the stunt difficulty level was an 8.5. Then I saw the fags hanging out of their mouth and had to add another point for style. Well, these guys were rebels. Anyone interested in a little cross-country motoring? All good until it rains. I seriously don't know what to say about this photo. It's a little disturbing. Can you imagine what's going through this cow's mind?
Excuse me, authorised personnel, I have a question.
Anyone remember these death machines? They had 3 wheels, but you spent more time riding them on 2. They've recreated a barn find section, and at different stages cars move through here before being restored.
In the sky, lost in the sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn. The breeze in the sky sings me a song. Here I'll stay till dawn. Lost in the sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn. The breeze in the sky sings me a song. Here I'll stay till dawn. Stay till dawn.
This unusual looking motorbike is based on a BMW 600cc engine from 1965. This looks like an early attempt to build an adventure bike. It doesn't look safe or comfortable, but looking at all the stickers it's gathered, must have worked surprisingly well.
When was the last real kiss? When did it turn from that to this? When did the
It's Monday morning, Anzac Day. And we're in Morgan, South Australia, which is right on the Murray. You can see the Murray in the background with a little car ferry that goes backwards and forwards here. And it's freezing this morning. Got my winter motorcycle gloves on, a beanie and jacket, and I'm still cold. Bit of a shock to the system. It's only 4 days ago we were in Alice Springs and it was 36 degrees. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. This place is gorgeous. You can probably see in the background the cliffs, and they've got a wharf there. Apparently it was the largest wharf on the Murray in South Australia. Echuca used to have the largest wharf, I believe. Maybe Mildura in Victoria. But I think we're heading up to Redmark today just to travel up and have a little bit of a look. And hopefully, we might see or get on a paddle steamer in Redmark. I've been on a few, obviously living in Echuca, but John hasn't, so he'd like to have a look at that. And looks like another lovely day. My hand is freezing just holding this camera right now. Wow. It'll warm up soon enough though. Bye.
At its peak, Morgan was the second biggest port in South Australia, behind only Port Adelaide, with 6 trains a day carrying freight from the Murray to the sea at Port Adelaide. As road transport improved through the early part of the 20th century, river transport declined. The railway to Morgan finally closed in 1969.
I suspect another Richmond in the field. I suspect another Richmond in the field. Yeah, I suspect another Richmond in the field.
This cable's been in this tree for a while. Completely grown into it. This This is the morgue, the Morgan Morgue, built in 1880s. It's a place to offload all accidents that happen on the Murray along this little area with the paddle steamers. Obviously it was right next to the Murray. It was obviously a very dangerous time on the paddle steamers. So they would bring people that were killed to the morgue and prepare them for burial.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire.
Here's an interesting fact for you. There are 12 ferries which operate on the Murray River in South Australia. And on this particular day, we had this ferry all to ourselves.
We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive.
We had a look at the ferries at Renmark but decided not to have a ride. We had a date with finding a campsite on the Murray in Wentworth.